Hi, Ira Miller here with ERA Grizzard Real Estate here in my brand new studios. So I hope you enjoyed this session. Today we're going to go ahead and do this on taxes in the villages. So whether you may or may not know, the villages resides in 3 different counties, and each county has its own tax structure. So today I'm going to help you navigate around and find out how you can do your own tax research and figure out what's going on as far as the taxes in the villages, the bonds in the villages, and what all this taxes versus assessments means to you. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to start in Marion County today. So that's the northernmost part of the villages. We'll kind of work our way down and work our way through the villages. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going into my MLS. So my multiple listing system, many of you I'm sending home searches to. So when you get these home searches, this is how I'm going to help you navigate to find what the true tax structure is. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm in my MLS and I'm going to go to the villages right down here, and I'm going to type in Marion. So that's going to bring me only those homes that are in Marion County. And I'm going to hit results. And so one of the first things that pops up is a patio villa for $169 on Hyacinth. So here's what we want to do. We want to scroll on down, and then right up here, it'll say tax ID. We want to go ahead and hit that. So when we hit this tax ID, this is going to give you some information about the villages. And now, normally, down here in this area, it'll say treasurer or treasurer link. For some reason in Marion County, this link button is not there. So what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to go up. We're going to highlight the address, copy it, and then what we're going to do is we're going to go to Marion County Property Appraiser. So that's under www.pa.marion.fl.us. So if you type that in, that's going to bring you right up to this Marion County Property Appraiser's webpage. And then close to the top, you're going to hit property search. And then there is a link where you have to click to say, I understand and accept the above payment or the statement. And so we'll hit that. And then here's your property record search. So now we're going to go up to the top of the search. We're going to hit address, and then we're going to paste our address right in to that little search box. And then we're going to hit search. And then that brings us the name of the person who owns the property, the address, and then this blue link right up here. So you're going to want to go ahead and hit on that, click on that blue link. Now, that brings you up a lot of information about this property, and it might be information that you want to know about this property. But for this video, what we're going to do is we're looking for taxes. So up at the top, it says taxes/assessments. And then it has a search disclaimer, and then we're going to hit I agree. Okay, so over here under tax year, there's a red number. It's a tax number, and it's basically the same as the property appraiser number, just with an R in front of it. We're going to click that. And then what that's going to do is that's going to bring us up to all the taxes for all the years that this property's been in existence. Let's go ahead and look at the latest tax bill. This one happens to be unpaid as of 2017. That's interesting to know that their taxes haven't been paid for that year. And then we'll hit the year 2017. Or you can go over and you can hit tax bill as well. So once we do that, let's go ahead and hit the tax bill. That's going to give us the whole breakdown of the taxes on this particular home. So at the very top, you'll see where it says ad valorem taxes. That is your true tax bill for this property. And this property happens to have $2,175. And if you look over here under exemptions, there are no tax exemptions like most people have when they reside full-time in the villages. So this is $2,175.20 for the tax portion of this property's tax bill. Now there's a second portion, and it's called the non-ad valorem assessments. And what this does is this tells you what the bond amount is every year that you have to pay. And it also talks about the maintenance fee that you have to pay. So those are called the CDD assessments. So the bond, and if you look up here, it'll say Village Com Development, and then it has the maintenance and it has the bond assessment. So these are your true CDD assessments right here in the tax bill. Now, there's other things associated in Marion County with the assessments. You have waste of $87 a year. You have stormwater, that's $10.50 a year. Then you come to the village's maintenance fee, which is $287.83 a year, and then you have the bond assessment of $259. Also, you have a $194.31 fire assessment. So that brings a grand total to $839.25 that you add to the $2,175.20, which gives you a grand total of $3,014.45. Okay? So that's your full tax bill. Now let's go back to the home itself, and let's look and see what the real estate agent put as far as taxes go on this bill. So taxes, $29.66 for the year 2017, right here. Okay, and taxes are $29.66. Then it asks, Homestead Exemption. Right up here it says no. And then the CDD, it says yes. And then annual CDD fee, $260. So, going back to where we were before, first of all, the taxes of $29.66, we know that's wrong. Really, it was a total of, where is it here? 3104 is what we're showing up here. 3104.88 is unpaid. Again, given the breakdown, it's $3,014.45, but because they haven't paid it, there's penalties if you don't pay it before the end of the year, and then they start increasing that tax every month that you don't pay it. So that's why it keeps going up. So actually, the total started out at $3,014.45. So that $29.66 that they're showing on there is incorrect. The CDD amount, well, that's incorrect as well. Going back to what we were looking at, an annual CDD of $260 we know is not correct, because $260 is only for the maintenance. They did not add the bond, or I'm sorry, the $260 is only for the bond. They didn't add the maintenance portion to that CDD assessment. And as we can see over here, both of them are part of the Community Development District or the CDD assessment. So that's why I'm doing this video for you today, so you can get the true and proper information and how to find this information so you know how the taxes work in Marion County and all the other counties, Sumter County and Lake County. So that's Marion County. That's just one example. We can go real quick through another one if we want. Let's see. I'll choose one of my own. This is my own listing on Maplesong. Okay, this is my listing. Actually, I'm sorry. This is not my listing. It's on Maplesong, but that's the wrong Maplesong. I wanted to show you how I do it. So, this is my listing on Maplesong. What I do is the $718 and then taxes of $696. This gentleman is he's a vet and he's totally disabled. So he doesn't pay any property taxes, just so you know. But I give full disclosure on my annual CDD fees and show the maintenance fee and the bond amount. All right, so that's Marion County. Let's go to a home in Sumter County. So up here, I'm going to put in Sumter and hit results. What I'm going to do today, I'm also going to go ahead and use, I think, one of my own listings that I have. This one on Gist Court. Shamelessly, I'm going to plug my own listings today. This home is $379,900. Okay, 1729 Gist Court in the Villages. Again, we're going to go over here and hit Tax ID. And that's going to bring me to the tax rolls in Sumter County. Now, below Assessment and Tax, I have the County Treasurer tab. We want to hit the County Treasurer tab. What that does is that pulls up the name of the owners. We're going to hit that name, and then it's going to pull up their tax bill. And then I'm going to hit their account number. Now, if you're not getting listings from me and you can't hit that little blue tab on the listings that I'm sending you, you're going to go right into Sumter County Property Appraiser, which is www.sumterpa.com. And then you can go ahead and do like I showed you. You can go ahead and highlight the address and then plug it in that way. And then you'll get to this page. So, what we're going to do is we're going to show you what their annual bill was from last year. This gives you a little breakdown, ad valorem and non-ad valorem. So here's a similar situation we had with Marion County. You have your ad valorem taxes on the top. This particular home has $2,203.79 in taxes for 2017. And as you can see, they do have a $85,000 exemption. So you can get homestead exemptions if you live in the Villages as your primary residence. So 2203.79 is your taxes, and then the non-ad valorem assessments on this particular property is $1,676.86. So if we go back and look at the way I have it dressed out here, here's your annual CDD fee of $1,676. And then what I do is, rather than separate taxes from your assessments, I give you the whole tax bill. So going back to this tax sheet that we have on here, Here's the full tax bill of $38.80.65, and then again going back $38.80.81. That's what they ended up paying. Looks like there's a little bit of a discrepancy, a few dollars. I'm not sure why that, how that came out at $38.81, but again, the taxes here show 38. Oh, well, so I just rounded up. That's all I did. 38.80. I just rounded it up to 38.81. So there you go. I pull both the taxes and the assessments, add them together, and put it in as your property tax, because basically that's what you're going to end up paying at the end of the year. You're going to pay that full tax amount. So again, full disclosure with me, that's why I put taxes and assessments together. Now, some people don't do it that way. Let me just go ahead and randomly pick this one on Duffy Loop. Let's see what they did. So they don't even have an annual CDD fee here. They didn't list it, so let's go back. I'm not going to use that one. Let's go to this one on Gumwood. Okay. $33.49 annual CDD fee, $462. Now up here you'll see where it says bond paid. Now, that's why the annual CDD fee is so low, is because there is no bond being paid every year. I want to try to find a home that has both. I'm going to try this one on Brunson Way. Okay, so, well, the bond is paid on this one. And a lot of people love paid bonds. I mean, you know, if you don't want to pay that fee every year, that's great. I mean, if you can find a home that has the bond paid, that's wonderful. More times than not, though, the people who are selling this home, whatever they paid in that bond, they're going to add to the price of the home. So more times than not, you're going to end up paying that bond one way or the other. Ridgewood Path. Okay. No CDD fee in this one. Here's one on Corbett Drive. This has a waterfront, and so I don't see up here where it says bond is paid. I do see taxes of $42.84. Let's go ahead and check that out. We hit the tax number. It's that simple. We go down to County Treasurer, and then we hit the name. And then we have our taxes. So, the bond amount, $1,393.70. That's what you pay every year to pay off this bond on your taxes, right here. Then you have your maintenance assessment of $502.72. And then your village's fire district is $124. So your total non-ad valorem assessments are $2,020.42. Or if you want to pull the $124 out of there, that gives you your CDD assessment. So you're probably going to have about $1,900 is what it should show for your CDD assessments for this particular house on Corbett Drive. $2,263 are the taxes. So let's go back again. So they've added the taxes together, it looks like. And so $42.84.03, that's the combined taxes and assessments. So they did combine these taxes and assessments together in this listing. However, they did not put the bond amount in with the annual CDD fee. The $473, it looks like, is, let me see. This is for the 473. It looks like, I don't know where they got 473 because there's nothing in here. The 50272 is what, if they're only trying to convey the maintenance fee, they should have put it at 502, not 473. So that's why, again, that's why I'm doing this video, because there's so many discrepancies. It's so hard to figure out what the true taxes are. Some agents won't add both assessment and taxes together like I do and like this person did. They'll just separate the taxes out in these listings. I'll see if I can find one like that. Again, this annual CDD assessment's only $345. They're leaving the bond out. I don't see up here where, oh, it says, it does say no bond. That's why. Okay. All right. So anyways, I mean, you get the idea of what I'm trying to convey with these different tax structures as you're looking at these listings. So don't always rely on what the taxes tell you, because it's all over the place. Let's go ahead and look at the last county, which is Lake County. Let me minimize some of these things. So here we are in Lake County, and I'm going to go ahead and pull right out of my MLS. Now again, if I'm not sending you listings, if you're looking on Zillow or Trulia or Realtor.com or Homes.com or any of those online websites, just like I said, go right to the property appraiser's office and you'll be able to pull up your tax structure. So, www.lakecopropappr.com. So lakecopropappr.com is the website for the Lake County property appraisers in Lake County. So if you are not getting any listings from me where you can just click and go right to it, that's how you're going to have to get to the property appraisers to figure out the taxes, and we're going to help you with that. So Lake County. Now, the Villages is made up of an older area of Lake County, and they're made up of a newer area in Lake County. The older areas from 1973 all the way up to about 1989 never had a bond, okay? And they don't fall under the CDD assessment either. So they don't have a bond, they don't have a maintenance fee. However, they do have a very high millage rate. Let me talk to you about that. Okay, so we're gonna go to the tax ID. We're going to hit that blue number. It's going to pull us up to the Lake County tax structure, and this has the county treasurer tab on it as well. So Marion does not, but Sumter County and Lake County do. Now, Lake County is a little bit behind the times. They do have a newer page, so it's telling us to go to this new page when we hit that. And then here we have the names of the people who own this home on Dustin Drive. We go to that. And then we're going to hit the account number. Well, actually, we're not going to hit the account number. We're just going to scroll on down. Now, see where it says non-ad valorem assessments? You don't see any CDD fees in the non-ad valorem assessments. You have a fire and you have a solid waste assessment. So $252 is what your annual non-ad valorem assessments are in the older part of the Villages in Lake County. However, you are in the city of Lady Lake. Lady Lake has their own separate tax structure, separate from the county. So, if you look down here, the millage rate is 17.2603. Now, Marion County is about 14 or 15 mills, and Sumter County is 11 point something. I'll go back and I'll show you that real quick. But anyways, very high millage rate, which makes up for the lack of the community development district assessments with these high millage rates, okay? This person does have their $50,000 and $25,000 homestead exemptions, and so this is a full-time resident in here, and then you can pretty much go off of that. So the way taxes work in Florida, the county will come along and assess your property. So if it's a $100,000 property, they'll assess it between 70 and 80% of its true value. So for a $100,000 property, they might assess it, let's split the difference at $75,000. Now, what you can do is you can take off a lot of this assessment in your homestead exemption, which brings your taxes down pretty far. So, in this case, this home was assessed at $114,599, but after the exemptions, brought it down to a taxable rate of $64,000. So, homestead exemption is important here in the state of Florida to keep your property taxes low. So, you have $1,280.07 in property taxes for this $114,000 home, and then you add the $252, which gives you a total of $1,532.18. And if we go back and we look, here you go, $1,532. No annual CDD fee because, again, there is no CDD in the older portion of Lake County. However, let's see if we can find a newer. We're going to go over and we're going to look in the newer section of the villages. All right, so here's a 2016 home. Here's a 2017 home on Fink Street. This home is valued at $262,000. It's showing that the taxes are $1,995 for the taxes, and it's showing an annual CDD fee of $23.01. So, in this portion, in the newer portion of Lake County, the assessments are higher than what the taxes are. So let's take a look at that. Okay, so here we are on Fink Street, and we go to the county treasurer, and we hit the new link, and this brings us up the tax bill for the DeLongas. This is all public record, by the way, so this is full disclosure. So here are their tax bills. So what you're seeing is you have a 17.85 mils, which gives you a tax of $573.42. They don't have any exemptions in here. So let me explain what this is all about. This is a brand new home. Well, it's a home that was only built in 2017. For the first year, when you build a home or you have a brand new home in the villages, you only pay taxes on the land. You don't pay taxes for the first year on the entire home. So that's why this is so low. $573 is only taxes on the property, not on the house and the property. And that's probably why they don't have homestead exemption either, because they haven't had time to go ahead and file for their homestead exemption. You have to file for a homestead exemption by March 1st, or else you're going to miss out. So make sure you file for your homestead exemption if you're a full-time resident here in the Villages, okay? But again, it does have your CDD bond, debt, and your maintenance fee. So let's go back just a little bit. I have another video about bond assessments. And so again, just to kind of give you a little idea of bond assessments, this property is in Fruitland Park in unit number 30, okay? Let me just take you back to and just, refresh your memory about bond assessments. Residential bond assessment information, bond amortization schedules, Lake County District 11. So again, the older portion of Lake County in the Villages, you won't be in here. There never was this CDD assessment. But we're going to hit District 11. We're going to hit Unit 30. Now we want to find out how much is the bond on this house. Well, 2018, the bond is $24,842.80. So this is what the bond payoff would be if you wanted to pay this bond off, or $1,650.03 a year. And it's pretty consistent. $1,650 is pretty much the consistent amount, and these bonds are for over 30 years. And what the bonds are, again, it's the cost of the infrastructure that the Villages had the CDD, or Community Development District, build all the infrastructure into each home site, and then they assess this bond. Okay, so going back, now taxes are $19.95. So this is probably the estimated value of what the 2018 taxes are going to be on this home, where we just looked at the 2017 taxes. Okay, so we're going back again. So again, they only have taxes for 17. And again, that was only on the property, not the house and the land itself. All right, so I hope this helps you with understanding the different tax structures in the different counties for the Villages. If you have any questions, I know it can be pretty confusing. I know it's a lot of information in a short video, but just let me know. You can call me, 352-454-9561. I'd be more than happy to speak with you further and then help you with any information you may need on this tax structure or really anything else in the Villages. So thank you for watching this video, and look forward to your call if you decide to call. Thank you.